Hello, hello. Welcome to the Knight's Arm. We are continuing a series as forming the US Empire as the USA. I've made a foolish mistake, and that is I did not select Victoria 2 as my application for it to record, so it just ended up recording a black screen with my audio over it. So, in that episode, which was 22 minutes long, that I'm disappointed at my foolish mistake, we have experienced the Civil War. We're in it right now. We're almost done with it. Um, the South has seceded, so I did get a House divided event. It was really nice. Gave me a nice Abraham Lincoln quote, as well as a decision on whether or not we join the Union or we join the Confederates. We are not going to play the Confederates, so we're still playing as the U.S., obviously. And my hopes was it was going to be a pretty even battle, like it was going to be a 1-to-1. But fortunately, the Confederates had no military. Now, I know if you start the game in the 1862 or 64 or 66, I'm not sure the exact year, but the exact year that the Civil War started via the DLC, it does make it pretty much 1-to-1, and it does level the playing field. So when you're battling the Confederates during the Civil War, you do have the same amount of troops. But in this run, since we've started a lot earlier, we're pretty much just sweeping them. They had like 7,000 troops or 7 brigades, so 21,000 troops, and we pretty much just swallowed them up. So now we've pretty much gotten rid of their entire military, and we're going on a carpet siege run. We've added Paraguay or Paraguay to our sphere. They did have some rebels that I was planning to go attack, but they weren't in my sphere, and I thought they were in my sphere. That's why I sent troops right over there, and they're right here. But now that I've added to them the sphere, I guess they fixed that, or they accepted the demands. So now we're sending these troops back to our lovely country that is not at war right now. These troops are gonna be like, what did I miss? I leave for a couple of years and I come back and you guys are at war with each other? So we'll just dock you. There's no point in having you there. We can pass the Homestead Act, which increases our assimilation rate. Immigration attraction also increases. Let's do that. Okay. Move you guys in here, or move them down here, actually. Alliance from Austria. Do I want to ally with Austria? Austria is losing power. Austria technically, up until now, they get pretty weak in the world in terms of economy and military power and all that. You have 62 thousand troops. How much does Germany have? Germany has 83,000. And who is Austria allied to? Pretty much no one. Germany is allied to the UK. France is allied to Russia. And Austria is left out. Are the Ottomans a world power? They are not. They're a secondary power. That's strange. So do we want to ally Austria? If they do end up going to war, it probably will be with Germany. And Germany's allied to the UK. So that means we're going to go to war with Britain again, essentially. But Britain also does not have that many troops, believe it or not. Only 54,000. They can mobilize a tremendous amount of troops, but even if they do mobilize, they're going to get most of their troops from over here, India. And then they're going to have to ship them across sea, and they probably can't without them dying before they get there from attrition. So they have no troops over here. And I do want Toronto, for example. I do want some of these provinces here. So we'll proceed. We'll accept. They probably are going to go to war soon, which is why they're asking us for the alliance. Why did our navy supply go down? That's interesting. Consider building naval bases. So we'll build some naval bases. Let's build some in Florida. Do I not have the money? Only one per state? Is that the case? Yeah. I can only build one per state. Okay. So we'll just build a bunch of over here so that we can increase that. Alright. Are you guys at where you're supposed to be? Yes. So you guys can get over here. And then we can send you over here. There. You guys can move up to Long Island. Let's set a research. Let's do artillery. Can't see my screen. There we go. You guys are done, so you guys can help me start sieging. Split you guys up. Alright, how is our unemployment rate going? We have a lot of people in Indiana and Missouri unemployed. And they have no factories there. Okay. Emancipation Proclamation. Sure, we'll do this. Let me see the effects of this. I gotta move my camera so I can read it. Our relationship with countries get increased. Why not? Sure. Do we have a part in the revolutionary? Or in the newspaper? Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay. So, what was I going to do? Yeah, I definitely need more capitalists in Indiana as well as Missouri. So Indiana and Missouri. So let me get capitalists going over there. We'll send you guys from New York and Indiana. We'll get you guys from Pennsylvania to go there. All right. We'll see what that does. House debate on botany. I can't really say that. Botany. Let's not lose the prestige. Oops. Signed the Geneva Convention. Our country has not yet signed the Geneva Convention, delimiting and defining justified conduct of war and treatment of war wounded. We can still sign it, of course. This will increase our infamy, but we will lose infamy now. Sure. Now war exhaustion goes down and everything. That's great. Oops, I need more technology. Let's do this one. Can't see the screen. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need to move the camera. How about I move it right now? Alright, so I think this is a better camera angle. Although I'm not going to be looking straight at you. I'm going to be looking to the side a bit. Sorry about the noise mics. There we go. Okay, let's go back and resume this war. Elections have started. Okay. Let's gain the free trade, because that'll help us with our trade. I think free trade allows you to trade more. It's either the Russian... Alright, so there's a crisis brewing. I can't support the side because... I think this is a different one. Christmas and Cocoa Islands. Where's the Cocoa Islands? Over here. Yeah, so I don't care about that. I think... No, there was one before that I didn't join it, but now we're not... we are not allowed to join it. I'm not sure why, actually. Okay. We'll gain full citizenship. So that crisis has been averted. We don't care about that. We can pass another decision, the Anaconda Plan. Originally devised by General-in-Chief Winfield Scott, the Anaconda Plan was a plan for subduing the Confederacy by means of a massive naval blockade and a military advance along the Mississippi River. By initiating blockades of CSA ports, we can increase their war exhaustion by denying them essential goods. Sure. Let's blockade them for real. Although, if I siege it, will it be blockaded? No, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, it's fine. Send you guys over there. Okay. Full citizenship. We could pass something else now. Sherman's march to the sea during the campaign he conducted through Georgia in November and December of 1864. Major General William Tecumseh Sherman applied the doctrines of total war in what can be best described as a campaign of terror directed at the civilian population of the South. By operating deep inside Confederate territory and destroying much of Georgia's civilian infrastructure, Sherman is often said to have broken the South's will to fight. Sure. Okay, so let's look at our policies real quick. We're still the Democratic Party, which is strange. We do have a couple of socialists, but that's fine. Alright, so what are our policies? Interventionism. In general, this is a free market economy. The government reserves the right to intervene when the national interest requires it. It says here open closed factories, yes. But that just means open a previously closed factory, and then I can close an already open factory. But I can't build any new factories. Yeah. Okay, I keep getting the two confused. We have a peace offer from the CSA, Unite the Nation. Sure, the war is over. The war is over. So let's do radical reconstruction. This is us rebuilding our nation. All right, and there we go. We're back to normal. I guess that's sort of a waste. I wish we were in, in reality, the Civil War was a big, we lost a lot of lives in it, and it is unfortunate. It's sort of a waste. It's a waste of lives. It's a waste of manpower. It's a waste of time. It was a waste in any way you could look at it. And despite us liberating the slaves at the end of the day, was it worth losing lives to liberate liberate slaves in the South? And those, I mean, what I see happening, if we did not join the war and we just let the South secede, slavery would have ended on its own. I mean, slavery was already in decline in the world. All the great powers have pretty much abolished it. And because of the free market capitalist ideas that the North had, that the US has, I think it would have surely prospered enough to the point where the CSA would have collapsed financially and would have been forced to get rid of slavery and possibly rejoin the Union. And that in that timeline, we wouldn't have lost any lives. And it would have taken, I mean, the South probably would have lasted maybe 10, 20 years before it would have collapsed. Because again, slavery was on the decline. And you can't just build an empire off slavery. Meanwhile, you have a competitive North that is building factories, expanding at a much more rapid rate than the South. So yeah, and it's perfectly described here in this game where it's definitely a waste. We could have been in war with another country. We could have been expanding. We could have been doing a lot of stuff, but we had to divert a lot of resources to battling ourselves. All right, so we'll end the episode here at a positive note. We've reunited the South, and we are now going to be focusing on capturing Cuba that I said before that I was going to capture. And we do have cores on it. And our infamy is quite down now, which is good. So we'll quickly try to get to war with them as quick as possible. Spanish is no longer I could be totally wrong. It is still a world power. Excuse my cat. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, stay safe. We'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, stay safe.